This time on Second Chance Ohana.
So today I have Sammy here, my granddaughter, and I'm going to show her how to wallpaper on furniture. And first, I have the back wall to our bar. I've already sanded it and I've primed it to get it ready for the wallpaper because good adhesion is very important. And I'm going to use this brand of Zinsser wallpaper paste, and this will ensure that the wallpaper's on there to stay. So first, Sam, we're going to mix up this is the paste, it comes in powder form. So I want you to just pour that in very slowly and mix it as so be sure and mix it as you're going. Otherwise, it's going to get very lumpy.
Would you like to help me?
Yes, okay, I will help you. So go ahead, you mix, mix, mix. So that's looking pretty good. Okay, we're almost there. All right, when this is completely mixed, then we're gonna have to let it sit for 10 minutes and so to give it time to thicken up. Oh, got a few lumps. While this is resting and thickening up, and I think it's almost ready to go, we're going to take our wallpaper. Isn't this cool? I love this wallpaper. And we're going to measure it out and get it ready for the paste. It's got texture on it, and it's paintable. And we got this from Amazon, and I just love this stuff. It's going to look really cool. All right, girls, I'm going to let you do the work. Dani, are you going to join us? So the first piece that we're going to measure out and cut is going to be really easy on this. So just go ahead and stretch it out and then give it about an extra 6 inches. Well, you don't have to do 6 inches, about an extra inch on the top and on the bottom.
All right.
And then,
Do you want me to cut or do you want to? You can cut.
all right, then go ahead and just cut away. All right, that's our first piece. Now let's go ahead and cut the second piece too. And this piece will be, we're just gonna make it a little bit longer. And this has a definite pattern to it, so we're gonna try to match up the pattern as much as we can. So how does that look? Oh, that looks pretty good. All right, so go ahead and just give it a little extra, but cut right to about where my finger is. Try to make that be the guide, yeah.
Are you flipping me off?
Okay.
I told you, Choo always does this.
That was totally unintentional, I swear. All right, very good. Okay, when our mixture is all set up, then we're going to paste it on the back of our wallpaper. All right, Sammy, here you go. And just pretty much what you're going to want to do is just slop it on all over and then just spread it around. Here, maybe I should help you.
You should show me first.
Yeah, so here we go. Just get some stuff on and give it a nice thick coat. Get it out to the edges, and it's gonna get a little messy, but this table cleans up nice. All right, I need a little more, please, a little more. Here we go. This is fun. It's kind of like painting, you know, what is that, like water painting, where you don't have to do any paints. You just put water on. I'm the best at that. All right, yes, so just get it all over the place. And then what we're going to do after we get this all spread out is we're going to book it. And I have no idea why they call it book it, and I have no idea why. We're just going to put that in there. But this is the way we book it. Okay, Sam, go ahead and take your side, and we're going to just have it meet in the middle like that. It's called booking it. And we don't crease it, but we just, yeah, that's good. All right, and we just set it aside and let it rest for a while, and I guess that helps it to get sticky. All right, let's do the other piece. Okay, let's book it. Let's book it, Dano. Whoops. Okay, so here I'm going to give this to you and just unbook it and flip it over, and let's, we did mark out a line on the center of this board, so line up one edge with that line, and of course we want it to hang off of the edges a little bit. All right. That is looking pretty good. Now, that looks like it's lined up very well. They're very good. Okay, here's your smoothing brush, Dani. And so why don't you go ahead from that direction, from the center going down. And Sam, why don't you go the other direction from the center coming up. And it's always good to work your way from the center out, and that pushes the excess wallpaper paste out. It also pushes the excess air bubbles out. And you can also go side to side to kind of get those air bubbles, but that's looking really good. All right. So this one's going to be a little bit trickier because you're going to want to match up the pattern, but go ahead and just do the same thing you did.
So now I just have to line it up.
All right.
Oh, I think we are backwards. I think we have to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it gets a little tricky if the wallpaper has a pattern, because you will want to match up the seams.
Keep going.
That's why we cut it extra long. And that's a good place to start, is kind of smoothing out the seam first, getting that nice and tight.
Is your seam nice and tight now? Yeah, that looks good.
All right, now take those smoothing tools. Oh, just stop. She's whining. It's all right. You can wash your hands as soon as you're done.
But I'm getting the tools sticky.
That's all right. That's fine. It washes off.
Not okay.
All right. I think that's it until it dries. And then we'll trim it up with an X-Acto knife. So we're back. It's the next day. The wallpaper has had plenty of chance to dry. So the girls are going to take their X-Acto knives and trim off all the excess. So what you're going to do is you're going to start along the edge and be careful and just take your blade and just cut right along the edge as best you can. And don't worry if it's not perfect. Yeah, just run it right along the edge. There you go, Dani, you're getting it. And Sam, that was looking really good.
It's not straight at all.
Yeah. And the girls continue. Look at that. You guys are looking like pros now.
We are much better now.
Yeah, once you get the hang of it, you know, it takes a little bit of practice, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too hard at all. So the girls finished trimming up the wallpaper, and then I went ahead and painted it with this black Sherwin-Williams paint. And now I'm just doing the highlights with this Modern Masters in gold, just using a little bit of that paint and a lot of water to spread this paint on very thin. We're going for a look that is a little bit of shimmer, but we don't want it over the top Vegas. Before I started, I recommend this to everyone, take a piece of scrap paper and just experiment with it with your paint, because once it's on the piece, you may not be able to change it. Basically, that's it. You know, I hope you all take this technique and try it out on your furniture, because it's a lot of fun.